Hey everyone, welcome back to Incognito Commentary. Happy New Year! And today we're diving into the world of high school drama, dance dreams, and quarterback charm with Sidelined, The QB and Me. Based on T. Marley's Wattpad hit, this movie has been making waves and I've got all the tea. So grab your popcorn and let's get into it. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this movie, I saw this movie constantly on my For You page on TikTok. So I was like, one Sunday I was like, let me go and check this movie out and see what this movie is all about. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first started watching it, I'm like, this is just going to be like one of those those cringy, typical high school movies that we watch. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. It was actually a really good watch. And the chemistry between Dallas and Drayton was so good. Like they really have that. They really have the chemistry that we need for like a high school rom-com. It was really good. It was a really great watch. So the movie starts off where we see Dallas with her brother, who is the captain of the basketball team that Drayton, I think he's the quarterback in that team. His acting in this movie, in my opinion, got better as it went along. But in the beginning, it was a bit shaky. It wasn't all that good. But over time, his acting got better. And I was surprised because this is his acting debut. He hasn't acted in anything else. So for this to be his first movie, I think his acting performance was really good. I love the storyline of this movie. I really love how, usually when we watch rom-coms and high school teen dramas and high school rom-coms, the guys tend to be the ones that are toxic. But because of Dallas's trauma of losing her parents, she has, I feel like, abandonment trauma because her parents died when she was younger. So she has a fear of people leaving her life, whether it be through death or them just deciding to leave. So because of that, there were many moments in the movie that she made decisions that were very toxic. And I was watching this movie and I was like, why are you acting so dumb? There were many dumb parts in this movie. You know what I mean? But it was a really nice movie. Also saw some criticism about Dallas's dance performance in the movie. I'm not a dancer, but I think you have to look into the fact that she is not a dancer. She's an actor that is dancing. She's an actor that she is acting. She's doing cheer in the movie and she's also dancing. So she would have had to put in a lot of effort to portray these three elements as best as she possibly can. And I think she did a really good job of doing that. So I think you guys need to give her some grace while watching this movie, because to have had practiced remembering the routines and then doing the cheer and then doing the acting, that's a lot of work. That's three things that one person is doing, and her specialty is to act. So I feel like you guys need to give her like some grace in regards to her dancing. But in my opinion, I think her dancing was really good. There's a scene in the movie where her dance teacher, I don't particularly like when you are a dreamer and you have someone that is somewhat of a mentor or someone that you look up to or someone that is like your teacher of some sort in whatever form it may come in. And I get and understand that she may not have been ready in that moment, but I think she could have crafted it a little differently because it's a bit discouraging. And I feel like dreamers a lot tend to be faced with people that tend to say a lot of discouraging words to us, because being a dreamer, dreamers are very vulnerable people. We have a lot of dreams and aspirations. So I feel like she should have said what she said in the scene where they were talking about how she wanted to audition for the school and she's like, she's not ready. You could have said it a different way. I didn't like the way how she carried across her point to her of that she needed more practice. And I got and understand that she needed to be more free and get out of her head, because you could see that she was counting her steps and she was in her head in the movie. But for me, she could have crafted it a little differently. That's just my point, and that's just my opinion. But yeah, the chemistry, oh my God, the chemistry between Dallas and Drayton was really, 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 really good. I was craving a rom-com, just like a light rom-com. And when I watched this movie, it was just a really good watch. What I found, what irritated me, right, was the fact that Dallas's brother, Nathan, in the movie, in the beginning of the movie, Dallas she's a focused person. She's not someone that she's level-headed. And so she wants to go to school and she wants to do well in school and she wants to do well in dance and she wants to graduate so she can go to college, hopefully get through to go to the college that her mom attended so that she could feel close to her mother. So she doesn't really focus on her love life and her personal life. And what pissed me off and irritated me was the fact that he encouraged her. Oh, you should go and live you're 18. Oh, this is the last year of your high school experience. You need to go out and you need to live life and you need to enjoy. And she did that. And then you're going to say you're disappointed. That pissed me off because you're the one that encouraged it. And I know you're saying you're disappointed. But I can't be angry with him for too long because yeah. But, yeah, so that annoyed me when I was watching the movie because I was like, you were the one that told her that she should go out and live her life. And she's living life and you're saying you're disappointed? I did not like that at all. I really loved, the acting this is not an Oscar award winning show. It's a cute Wattpad rom-com high school movie. So as I said before, I loved the progression of Dallas and Drayton's relationship in the movie. I loved how non-toxic it was. I loved the fact that there was no love triangle in the movie. When he liked her, he was focused on her. And even though she was, trying to push him away from her because she has abandonment issues, he was like, I know you like me and you like me, so what's going on? Is either this is what we're doing or we're not doing anything at all. He was not, encouraging situationship like we have in this day and age. And I really appreciated that. So I really loved that. I love the fact that he flew her out so that she could see her college that she wanted to. That was really sweet. That was really nice of him. He didn't have to do that. And I know he's rich, but he didn't have to. Well, he's not rich. His dad is rich, but whatever. I know he didn't have to do that, but that was really nice of him to do. And it was just a really sweet moment. It was a nice getaway for them. So after they went to he flew her out. They flew out. Flew her out to her college for her to see where she might be attending and where her mother went to college. You're going to call the guy Bud? What the hell is going on? And he's intentional with her. Like, he's like, when are you going to be free? Do you want to go on a date? We don't get that nowadays. We don't get that nowadays because these guys are joking. But I'm not going to talk about that. We're talking about the movie. He was just such a sweet guy. And when they finally got to be in a relationship, it was so pure and it was so sweet and it was so nice. So and of course she had to ruin it. There were a few scenes in the movie that I have to talk about that. She was just like, what are you doing? The scene where he ruined her side view mirror and he came to her home and he gave her the money. And you're gonna say I'm not a charity case? Give me the money. Give me the money. What do you mean you're not a charity case? He ruined your side view mirror. Hello? And there was a scene where after she and Gabby went to the party and, she and nearly said no, she and Drayton, they were flirting with each other and they were talking and they were getting to know each other. And she was like, not because you're hot, you need to act like that. He was like, do you think I'm hot? Anyways, when she was going home and he found her, she was like, I'm not going on that bike. What is wrong with this girl? And why are you walking alone at night by yourself? Do you want to get killed? I'm confused. But anyways, him trying to come and get you to take you home, and you're like, I'm not getting on that bike. What is that? That's another, I'm not, what am I going to call this? An idiot moment part 2 or something? There was another idiot moment. The moment where they went to the game and they won and they were celebrating, and she was outside and he came with like a bucket of like snacks, and you're saying those cheesy things, those are Cheetos. Those are Cheetos. I don't know why they put that in the script for her to say those cheesy things, because everybody knows those are Cheetos. I particularly didn't like that either, so I just had to put that in the video. I love the scene where they went dancing though. That was nice. And I loved the part in the scene where, I love the fact that she was trying to show him how to dance. And he was like, I'm not a dancer. I love the scene where they were dancing and he like went in to kiss her, and then she like moved her head back. I really liked that. That was really nice. They have great chemistry. And then they kissed, and then her brother came out being angry, and I'm confused because you encouraged this. She was not like this before. So I don't like that. I didn't like that, and then they faced difficulty because then they were suspended, and that put a blunder on Drayton's plans, because I guess there was a game that he was supposed to attend where they're going to be prospects for him in terms of which college he would attend, and he didn't get to go. I loved the scene where they were in the cafeteria and he was basically trying to figure out if she was in a relationship, if she had a boyfriend. Any scene with them together is just like magical because they have like really great chemistry. I love the scene where after they left the party and he carried her to his place because she didn't want her brother to see her drunk. I love the fact that they didn't have sex in that scene, because I feel like in other movies they would have had sex. I love the fact that they didn't. And I love the fact that he, in that particular scene was like he was going to kiss her and he was like, good night. I love that. I don't know. I feel like that was like kind of like not expected. So I really love that scene. I just love their dynamic. They're very cute. They're very flirty. They're very fun. It's very nice. While I was watching the movie, I'm like, Dallas, you need to live your life. You're young. Stop talking about, I want to be inside the house. Girl, go outside and live. Go outside and live. I loved their first kiss. It was perfect. It was perfect because, up until this point, they've been doing this will they, won't they type of like, I wouldn't even say enemies to lovers, but maybe like rivalry to lovers type of vibe. And I love the fact that he asked her if he could kiss her. That's really nice. Consent. So I really love that. He asked her before he did it. And as I said before, the kiss was amazing. But of course, she had to mess it up again. She loves to self-sabotage. And she loves to avoid people before they avoid her. Even though they might have not avoided her, but she's traumatized. And that's what happens with people when they're incredibly traumatized and they don't heal. It's just this repetitive cycle of toxicity. But I'm glad eventually she tried to break that cycle. As I said before, I love the scene where he was talking to her about what is this that we have. We both know how we feel about each other. What is going on?
Either you're in.
And he's like, is either you're in or you're out. I really love that because in this generation, in this time period that we're in right now, the men are not behaving like this. They love situationships and leading people on. They don't like to establish relationships. And Drayton in the movie didn't waste any time. He wanted to establish the connection that they had, and I really love that. And I love that eventually she agreed to be in a relationship with him. I love the fact that he got vulnerable with her about the story about his twin sister that died. That shows that he really likes her. When a guy really likes you, he opens up to you and he's vulnerable to you and he tells you parts of himself or parts of his life that he wouldn't tell anybody else. So that shows that there's a level of like trust and comfortability and closeness that they have. So I really love that in a movie. I just love their relationship. It's not toxic at all. It's very sweet. It's very pure. But of course, you know, the movie didn't end there. So there must have been some form of issue that would have caused them to split. And of course, Dallas would self-sabotage the moment again that would have caused them to break up. I love the fact that, you know, Drayton had the conversation with his father and his father accepted his decision to not go to the college that he wanted him to go, because I don't like parents that like to live their lives vicariously through their child. You had your life to live. This is his time to live now. And I feel like for a huge chunk of the movie, it wasn't even the fact that he was trying to live his life through Drayton. He was living with tremendous fear because his daughter died, and I feel like the fact that she died, he didn't have a control over the fact that he could save her. So I feel like because he felt powerless and he didn't have any control over her life and she died, he was trying to control his son's life because he was trying to protect him. But at the end of the day, you know, people need to live their lives, and Drayton needs to live his life. So I love that at the end of the movie, he allowed him to make the decision to go to the college of his choice. When Dallas went to audition to go to the college, links is so important. And this movie is like a testament to the fact that it's not what you do, but it's who you know. Because I feel like if one of the teachers at the college didn't know her mother, she might not have been selected. So it's not about who you know. It's not about what you do. What you do is important, but it's also about who you know. So yeah, there was a rift between her and her friend because her friend got rejected from her college, and Dallas was going through so much in a movie that I feel like, and this is just life sometimes. Sometimes you're going through a lot in life that you forget to show up for other people, and she felt in that moment neglected and felt like everything was all about Dallas. So that caused them to have some distance between their friendship. But eventually they got back together, and I really loved that. I really loved the ending part of the movie. It was really cute. I also love that in the end, he chose to go to the same college as her. That's really cute, because usually with high school relationships, it ends there. So I kind of love the fact that he went to the same college as her so they could, you know, continue their relationship, because the relationship just started anyways. I think it was at the last semester of the school year. So I don't know, I think that was really cute. And I was pleasantly surprised by that. So yeah, this movie, you know, I'm just constantly saying it's a Wattpad movie because for you to understand what to expect from it. But it's a really nice movie. It's really entertaining. It has a lot of fun, flirty moments between Drayton and Dallas. They have great chemistry. It felt very natural and very sweet. It wasn't forced. Yeah, it's just a nice movie. Like you could watch with your family. You could watch with your friends. So yeah. And there you have it, my breakdown of Sidelined, the QB and me. From heartfelt moments to unexpected performances, this movie had me hooked more than I thought it would. But what about you? Did this movie exceed your expectations or did it fall flat? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your takes. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's happening behind the mask. Until next time, stay curious and stay incognito.